All right, everybody. Welcome to today's town hall and webinar. My name is Matthew Stanton. I'm the operations manager for Veterans Alliance, and I just want to introduce our CEO, Rishav of Veterans Alliance, and he's going to take it from here. So, Rishav, it's all you.
All right. Thank you, Matthew, for that introduction. I would like to wait for a couple of minutes before we get started so that if there are other people that are joining in, let's give them a couple of more minutes to come in. Right. So we will get started with our webinar as people come in. Uh, I'm Rishav, the CEO of Veterans Alliance, our website va.org. I'll start with what our mission is to simplify the complex world of veterans benefits through innovative AI technology, ensuring every veteran receives the support and benefits they have earned through their service to our nation. That's our simple mission while we are building this Veterans Alliance, right? To solve the problems that veterans face in this country, to solve the problems that veterans face when they are trying to access their benefits, to try to ease out the life of veterans by whatever means that we can do. I know that a lot of it depends upon the Veterans Administration, but whatever we can do from our side to make lives easy for veterans, that's what we are trying to do at va.org. Our simple vision is a future where every veteran can easily access, understand, and maximize their benefits without confusion, delays, and bureaucratic barriers. Basically, over last few years, when we were trying to develop this particular portal, our main idea was how can we solve the problems of the veterans? That was our main idea. And that led us to get into development of the tools that we have developed on our website so that we can solve the problems, we can solve the issues, we can assist the veterans more in terms of how to go about when they come back to the civilian life, right? So that's our entire motivation behind building va.org. uh, I'm sure a lot of you would have already gone through our website. This particular webinar, we are trying to get this done every other, so once or twice in a month, so that we can give you an update about what we are building on Veteran Alliance, what is the future coming, what are the future tools that are coming on Veteran Alliance, what are the things that are already there and that you might not be aware about. A lot of times you see a tool, you understand, okay, this is a tool that will help me, but you don't know how to use it or how you can actually use it for other benefits, right? So I'm going to take you through all the tools that we have developed right now. And then later on, I will take you through the tools that we are developing. And I also have a very interesting information to share at the end where we are trying to tie up with va.gov to provide you all the services that va.gov provides through our website. And when we say through our website, it's basically ease out that process, make that process more compassionate towards you, help you out in that entire process as well. Plus, make it very easy so that you don't have a problem accessing your benefits. So I will start with our first tool, which is basically a VA Benefits Checkup, right? This particular tool that we have developed out is basically for you as a veteran to uh, see all the benefits that are available for you and how much are you actually using all the benefits, right? A lot of times I hear from veterans that, oh, I already have the 100% VA disability claim um, rating, right? But there are a lot of other benefits that you guys might be missing on, right? So this particular tool will help you if you answer all the questions in this tool will tell you what are the different areas where you can increase your benefits that you get from veteran administration, right? So let me take you through a demo. Again, you have different options to log in and see this particular tool. You can use your Google login, right? You can also sign up without your Google login. Just put your first name, last name, email ID, and then click on the Get Started Now button, and you can move to the tool, right? Just give me a second while it loads me in. And this is, since I had already been doing, I will just take you through all the questions. So this is also one more thing, like you saw me, I went directly to the third question. That means I've already answered the first and the second question. And the answers to the first and the second question do not change over a period of time, right? If I had served in US Armed Forces, I already know where I've served, right? So that's the first question. You select which branch did you serve in, right? Go to the next one. What is your current VA disability rating, if any? So if you have just come out and become a veteran, I mean, you can say not service connected. If you haven't, like, if you have got a rating for yourself, you can select one of them and click on the next button. Are you currently enrolled in VA healthcare? Yes, no. Where do you primarily receive your medical care from? Is it from VA Medical Center, VA Community Care, private insurance provider, TRICARE, like whatever you are. And also one more thing, when you are going through this questionnaire, just make sure you are making the right answer so that at the end, when you get the result, it's an actual result that you can use for yourself. I will just go ahead and I want to tell you that anyone who has not tried this before, it's a thing that you should try so that at least you know what are the different things that you are missing on. That's the most important thing. A lot of people think that there's nothing more for them to take help on, but when you go through this tool, you will at least know what are you missing on, and then you can either reach back to us, asking like where should you go, how should you approach taking all those benefits. I know it's a bit longer, but I mean, as much information as we have from your side, it's better to analyze all that and give you a more definitive answer, right? And as soon as you do that, our AI basically analyzes your request and then gives you a benefit score in terms out of 100, like how much are you actually using your benefits? And then it also gives you the next steps in terms of what you should be doing, what are the benefits that you are missing, and all of that. So if you see here, I got a score of 63%. That means I'm on a stronger side, right? So for healthcare, I'm using the 91% of total benefits that is there available for me. For disability, I'm using 70%. For education, I'm using 100%. VRNE, I'm using none. Home loan, I'm using none. Caregiver, I'm using 20%. State benefits, zero. What I'm doing right? What are my top opportunities? This is the biggest thing, right? We can since I'm at 70%, I can always appeal a claim denial. I can explore VRE benefits, explore caregiver support, and check veteran state benefits. My next steps could be that I could go ahead and go to my next tool, Disability Rating Estimator, which will basically ask, I will take you through that tool later. And and basically you can print and download your scorecard for your reference and all of that, right? So that was the first tool. The second tool that we have is basically a disability rating estimator. If I click on this, it's basically uh, like how much of a disability rating should I be getting versus what I've got right now. So if I again go back and all these answers, if you have done it once, you will see that we already saved this information for you. So you don't have to repeat the answer again and again. Also, if something changes, you can always go ahead and change it, right? I'll just go fast so that, and as soon as I do that, it will give me a range based on the answers that I've given, that how much of an estimate. So my estimated range is basically 30% to 70%. And it's 50% more likely that I will get over there, right? Uh, I want to take some time to show you that talk to a VA disability lawyer. We have in our panel vetted attorneys, vetted law firms where we can connect you with them if you are looking to file an appeal, or even if you are doing an initial claim and you need some help. A lot of law firms, a lot of attorneys do not take your initial claims, but if you are looking to uh, go through an initial claim as well, they will help you out. And all these law firms that we refer it out to you, they are fully vetted from our side, and we have made sure that if a reference is passed through us, they will take good care of you. And as you know, like they do not charge for their service. So anytime you want to talk to them, just after the analysis, you can talk. And the other thing, until unless you tell us that you want to talk to a disability lawyer, we won't pass any of your information that we have collected to them. Only when you click on this button, talk to a VA disability lawyer, you get connected to them, and then you can either call them directly, or you will receive phone calls from them, and then they can take your case forward. In our case, they take both. I just want to repeat that they take both the initial claims, and if you want to file an appeal to your already existing claim, right? So that's our second tool. Uh, the third tool that we have is a more intense tool where if you have already got a VA disability rating and you are looking for our AI, which is super enhanced and has all the capabilities to analyze the rating as VA analyzes it, or very close to how VA analyzes it. You can upload, this requires you to upload the documents. So if you are comfortable enough in uploading these documents to our system to do the AI analysis and give you the exact things that you need to put in your appeal, it's a great tool to use. And again, uh, all the documents, and this is for record, all the documents that you upload here, no one, even us on the back end, are never able to see all these documents. These documents get uploaded on our AI server, gets the AI analysis is done, and as soon as the result is displayed to you, we basically delete the documents after that. So none of your personal documents are ever stored within our system. None of your documents are ever stored here. So you can be rest assured that none of your documents are going out to someone. Even after this process, if you talk to a disability lawyer, you will still have to provide them the documents because we don't provide them any documents either. Only the analysis that our AI has done on your file, that's the only information that we store, and we pass it on to our vetted lawyers and law firms. So this is another tool where you can upload your decision letter, your service treatment records, your medical records, your private medical records, DD-214, any other documents that might help us. And again, here, as much documents you upload in support of you claiming the higher disability rating, that much accurate the result will be, that much accurate the AI will be able to tell you what exactly were you missing when you filed your VA disability claim, or what are the things that you can add in your appeal that can help you get a higher rating. So I would suggest every one of you, if you are looking to get a higher disability rating, to actually use this tool. Uh, Again, if you face any issues, any problems, we are always there to help you. You have our phone numbers, our email ID, you can contact us. And at any given moment of time, you want to have any one-to-one conversation, Matthew is here. He's always available for a one-to-one conversation. If you want to send me an email and you want to have a conversation over an email, I'm happy to help you happy to help you as well. So that's our third tool. If I go back, the fourth tool is basically to check your eligibility for VA home loan. If you are actually looking to, I mean, most of you understand, right? A VA home loan is very different from a traditional home loan. So if you are looking to buy a new home or you are looking to refinance your existing home loan, you can go through this tool. Again, at the end of this tool, we do ask you that if you want to talk to a VA home loan advisor, if you say yes, we will connect you with one of our partners. And again, all these partners know that you are coming from VA.org, so they will treat you as a premium client. So if you go through our process, you are bound to get help. And plus, we on the back end made sure that we follow up with them to provide you the best service as well. So in your check your So you can again same either you are buying a home, either refinancing your current home, or you are a cash out refinance. Uh, just depending upon what you are doing. I mean, we do ask you that if you have a certificate of eligibility. If you don't, our VA home loan partners will be able to get that for you. Of course, you can get that from va.gov as well. And we are coming up with a feature very soon where you will be able to get certificate of eligibility on our website as well. So that is in process as well. That's basically if you say that you want to be connected to a VA loan expert, we will connect you. If you say if you don't want, you can just select no, and that's fine. All right. So that's our fourth tool. The fifth one is a BH calculator. Again, you can enter your pay grade, uh, whether you are living with dependents, without dependents, select your state, select your city, and click on the calculate BH and it will give you. I know some of these tools are available some other places as well. We have just made sure that everything is available at one central place for you. So that's our fifth. This is one of the best tools that I really like, where I understand that you all need to go through a lot of forms. A lot of forms need to be filled out. And every time you are filling out a form, there are a lot of information. First, there's a struggle to find the right form, right? And then there is a struggle to fill out the form again and again with the same information, like your name, your date of birth, and everything else, right? But in our case, what we have done is made that life easier. Basically, you can find all the forms that you need over here, right? And suppose if you are looking for let's say health benefits update form, we have given you three options. Either you can download a blank form, or you can download a pre-filled form, or download a AI powered pre-filled form. So basically, what we are saying in the AI powered pre-filled form is, if you have created an account on our website, what happens is you get an option to update your profile, right? And if you have updated your profile, like let me just show you, if you go in here on the my profile section, we asked you a bunch of information. Again, all of this information is very secure, only visible to you, no one else visible. I mean, of course, there's some information that goes as a public information in our community, but that's only your name, your photo, and that's it. Any personal information is secured. So we asked you a lot of questions. If you answer these questions and save your profile, what will happen is, if you go to let me just open up uh, the forms. I was here. And if I download the AI powered pre-filled form, all the information that is required in this form and you have filled out in your My Profile section, it will be all pre-filled. So if your name is already there, you don't need to pre-fill again. And you click this, what happens is it will analyze and give you the data. So that's how you can use this Find Forms tool. Uh, Now, I would like to introduce one of the most important features within our website, which is AI Joe. This is an AI that has been specifically built to support veterans. It has been trained only and only to do one thing, which is to support veterans in whatever way it can. Whether it's related anything to do with veteran administration, or you're looking to find a nonprofit in your area, if you're trying to find a farm, if you are trying to find a healthcare center, anything that you are, if you want to just talk to it and tell you what your issue is, it will help you guide and find the solution to that issue, of course, to the level it can. And then we have given you the option, like three options. Either you can, like a lot of people want to chat, they want to write and chat with the AI. You can do that. You can always voice chat. So you can still be on your screen and keep talking to the AI. That's the our chat form. Or you can always call our number. Uh, this phone number is also answered by AI Joe, and it can help you with whatever information that you are looking at any given moment of time. When you are talking to AI Joe, if you want to talk to a human, you can always ask it to talk, like connect you with an agent on the phone call, and it will connect you with a human agent that can help you uh, solve your issue. And of course, like I said before, both me and Matthew are always available here to provide you any kind of help that you might need. Um, right. So, I mean, I can take up some questions if you have and show you how AI Joe works. Um, if there is any volunteer that wants to ask the question and wants to see, uh, you can type in the chat if you want, uh, or if you want to just speak out, you can unmute yourself and speak. Is there any specific question that someone wants to ask and wants to have a solution? I'm happy to take that here. Matthew, do you want to volunteer for that?
Sorry, it took a little bit to get myself unmuted. Um, but I see Gordon in the webinar chat said wonderful tools. Thank you for this. So I'm guessing that it is
Let me do that. Let me do this, Matthew. Let me take up some of the answers that have been asked by AI Joe
okay.
from our like the original audience, and see if that makes sense, right? So so if you see, a lot of people keep on asking these questions, uh, right? So I'll just take up maybe, yeah, let me take up this one. I have a Medicare A and B Champ VA. Try there for life. Does that cover dental, right? And then if I click on that, this was the question that was asked by AI Joe. And it basically answered, thank you for reaching out. Dental coverage can be a bit complex with multiple plans. Generally, Medicare and this. What you can, like, a lot of times what happens is when you see a question, you think that, oh, I also have a similar problem. Let me talk to it more, right? So what you can do is you can click on this, and it already has a context, uh, right? And like you see, and the other thing that you saw here is the AI Joe automatically recognizes when you are logged in, right? So if you are logged in into our website, it will automatically have all the information about you. And so that when you are asking it a question, it is giving you a more relevant answer that is specific to you. And all these chats that you have with AI Joe on this platform is private, right? So this conversation will be only seen by you when you are having this private conversation. These questions that you see here on our public website, these questions were generally are all those questions that are asked on all other platforms like Facebook and Reddit. And basically, we help veterans over there on Facebook and Reddit as well by answering those questions that they have through AI Joe. And then we share a link. If anyone else wants to continue the conversation, they can continue the conversation over here, right? So suppose if you want to continue the conversation, I can say that, all right, uh, can you take me through the process on how to register and how to register for TRICARE, right? So it basically gives you the register of area. You will need to follow these steps: and eligibility check, DS enrollment, choose a plan, enrollment confirmation. I mean, if you want have like, can you check my can you explain me more about DS enrollment? I can just ask that. Can you tell me more about then basically it will tell you what is required for DS enrollment, right? Your necessary documents are valid ID, birth certificate, marriage certificate, or other documents that verify your relationship to the service provider, and that's it. So that's how you can use AI Joe. If I want to take a couple of other examples, maybe uh, let's take this one. I will end this chat. Then as soon as I ended the chat, you can have an option that you can copy the transcript and save for yourself. Although, as soon as we ended this, you get an email notification from our side with a link of your chat as well, so that you can keep it for future use. Suppose if you want to reference it at some other time, right? Now, let me see if so I'm adding my parent to my disability compensation as a dependent. What are the odds of being approved for back pay? To my understanding, they will only pay back pay up to 12 months. Adding a parent as a dependent to your disability compensation then indeed make you eligible for back pay. Generally, the VA may provide back pay up to 12 months prior to date of your claim. If you meet all the eligibility criteria, however, the exact amount and eligibility of back pay can vary based on individual circumstances. Now, if I want to ask, can you tell me the exact process to do this? So it will basically tell you that what are the different different things that you can different steps that you need to take to get this done, right? So basically the first step is to gather any necessary information. Then basically it gives you the form as well. So VA form 21509 is what is required, right? So you can now find the form using our form tool and then fill the form through the AI and all of that, right? So in this way, the AI Joe is very helpful, right? So you can keep on like it's not specific to anything that is related to veteran administration. It's for everything that a veteran might need, anything, everything and anything. You can ask any question. One, it is free. You don't have to pay anything to use it. It's completely free. You can have long conversations with him. Uh, all the conversations, if you have with AI Joe, if you are logged in into our website, all that conversation is saved in your history so that when the next time when you're having a different conversation, it knows more about you, right? And as you know, in this AI world, the answers are more accurate from an AI if they know more about you, right? If you are a random question that comes from a random person, the chances of the answer being, although we have trained this AI to be very specific only for the veterans, but if it knows more about your situation, your condition, what you are looking at, what is your age, what's your gender, what how much time do you have you served in, what are your disability ratings, what are your medical problems, and all of that, it is going to suggest you or leave the answers relevant to you. So not everyone who is asking the same question gets the same reply, right? So depending upon your situation, it will give a reply that's very specific to you, right? Now, the next part that we move into is our community. Uh, Let me just close this. This is where we are trying to build a community of the veterans that log in on our website. I'm very proud to say that we have more than 5,000 veterans that have already uh, joined our website from the day we started. And if you see, a lot of people, like I'm just showing you a lot of people fill out their profile. This 92% complete means they have filled out everything that is there on their website up to 92%, right? What that means is Brandon at this moment, if he goes and uses our form tool, most of the data in the form will be filled out, right? If he talks to AI Joe will know a lot of information about Brandon. So the solutions and the answers to the issues that he might ask, he will get a more accurate result, right? So it's very important that you understand that signing up for a community is great, but to make the best use of the tools that we have, just make sure that you complete your profile as well, right? Uh, of course, you can find community is a place which we are trying to grow. We are trying to connect more and more veterans on this space. If you are here, I am sure you'd want everyone who was with you in military to come and join this program as well, right? I mean, of course, if you find it useful, if you find it useful, I think you should just share it with everyone that can uh, that needs us, right? A lot of these tools that you might need, they might need as well. And with AI Joe at your disposal, I think it can solve most of the issues that you are looking for on either Google search, and sometimes it's misleading and you see a lot of advertisements. We get rid of all of that, right? We try to be very specific to the problem that you have and not just try to give you or multiple links, right? You go through 5 different websites, go through 10 different pages, and try to find a solution. We are taking care of all of that, and we are making sure we give you the exact solution to the problem that you are looking at. So rather than going to Google for Google search and all of that, I would recommend that you can just go to AI Joe, put up your problem, put up your question, put up whatever is in your mind, right? You don't have to be limited to, oh, what do I put as a keyword search that would be relevant for Google to give me the right result, right? Whatever is in your mind, you can just put that there and just give AI Joe the chance to answer it. And a lot of times people, when you are doing a Google search, what is happening is you are typing, right? So you tend to type less. But with AI Joe, since we have given you the functionality to voice chat, you can have like a 2 minute introduction, like about your problem and everything. Give it to Ejo. It will analyze your entire 2 minute conversation and then give you the result. So I think it's a great tool. You should invite everyone that is not already here, anyone that you can invite to. And then you can, and of course, we have given you the option to search as well. So if you are looking for, say, I'm looking for who are from Army, from, let's say, Florida, I click on search, and then I get the results that these are the people that are there, like from the Florida state and were in Army, right? And they, if you see, they also mentioned what years they were in. So he was from 1986 to 1988, 1981 to 1987. You can click on them and see their profile as well. Of course, like I said, not a lot of information, very brief information about them is available here. And why we have kept this information, there's a reason behind it. Right now, if I see this person, he has served from December 1981 to 1987. He is in Keystone Heights, Florida. Uh, if I'm from Keystone, Florida, and I'm looking for a VA healthcare center, rather than trying to ask some random person or going on Google to find it, what I can do is I can ask him a question, right? That, can you help me with the right VA healthcare center near your area? Right? And as soon as you do that, what will happen is the uh, channel, he he or she will receive the information that someone has asked them a question, and they can come back on the website to answer it. And as soon as they answer that question, you get a reply that, okay, fine, whatever you were looking for, right? So
I
that's
have
the
one, thank
reason
you.
we built this profile. Then we have this forum. This is where we are trying to get, this is where you can ask questions either anonymously, or if you want to put a name behind it, we are fine. We are giving you both the options. You can ask the question anonymously, or you can put up your name if you have any specific questions, right? Uh, and if you click on this,
Pardon me? Thank you.
yeah, so you can select a topic, what topic it is.
I'll get it. Thank you.
Then you can put a title, what your question is, put up a detailed question. If you want to upload an image or something like that. If you want to post it as an anonymous user, just tick it. If you don't, it will post it under your name and post your question, and the question goes live on our
I'm
forum.
sorry.
Did you need the receipt?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm on a conference call. Don't mean to be rude.
Sorry for that. Uh, Yeah, and most of you would have already would know a lot of answers to the questions that are being asked here, right? So I would ask all of you, because this is one of the sections of the website which is kind of an underutilized at this moment. People don't, the veterans who are coming on our website do not realize that how powerful this could be. But forum is a great place where you can help veterans, right? So if someone has asked, like, do I qualify for VA pension and what are the income asset rules? If you know an answer to this question, please go ahead. You can click on this. If you know an answer, you can always post a reply, right? So you can just put a comment and post a reply over here. So uh, I think going through the forum would be a great tool that you can use to get your questions answered and answer the questions that you have that the other veterans are asking for, right? Of course, I mean, there's always AI Joe that can help you with those answers. We did not wanted AI Joe to answer the forum questions. We wanted more veterans in our community to come forward and answer those questions for the other veterans that are looking for a solution or looking for a next step or looking for a guidance or looking for some kind of an help. This is something that is there, and that's why I've made it like AI Joe is something that we are providing from our side. It's not human. It's very nice. It's very helpful. It's instant. It's available 24/7. But a lot of times people want real people to answer. Veterans want real veterans to answer, and that's why like it is very bold and clear. Real questions, real veterans, real answers, right? So that's the tools and the resources. Of course, you have a lot of reading material that you can go through under our resources section that covers benefits and claims, healthcare, education and training, housing and loans, insurance, family and survivor benefits. Then in the update section, we regularly publish any new information that comes from for our community. We make sure that we publish all that information here as well, so that you are updated on everything that is going on and that may impact you. So if you subscribe to our, or if you're part of our community, you get that as our weekly connect email as well. I so those are all the tools and the resources that we have developed as of now. Now, the part that I was going to tell you, that we are partnering up with VA.gov to develop a lot of tools, a lot of things that you can actually use the VA.gov services, but you don't have to visit VA.gov website, go through their login process and go through that tiresome process, but you can usually use just our website to access all the tools and resources over there. For example, if you want to check your benefits status, claim status. Right now, you need to go on va.gov, log in, put up your application number or tracking number, and then find it, right? Within our system, you will be able to track it very easily, because if you have submitted something and if you have tracked it once, what happens is we have made a system where we can track your applications on a daily basis. And if there's a status change, we will let you know that this status has changed. Right. Of course, you can always log in into our dashboard, and there also you can check for what the current status is, right? So if you see, we have, these are the tools that are coming soon. We have almost been approved by them. We are just waiting for them to give us the production access keys, so that all this tools that you see here can be available for you. So that's the VA benefits tools. You can submit your VA benefits form, you can track them, find VA facilities. This will be a tool where you can find, using your state, using your zip code, using your location, what is the nearest VA facilities, what is the nearest VA healthcare center, where is the VA office that is nearby your zip code, and all of that. Plus, you can just put that on Google Map. You will get the phone numbers, you will get the times they operate in, what days they are closed, what time they are closed, all that information all at one place, right? Check veteran status. This is basically where you can check your status. Sometimes what happens is there's some clerical error or there's some mistake at VA end. So if you want to check what your current veteran status is, you can check from here as well. Form center, I think it's a more advanced, and all this form center will have all the forms that are available on VA, and it will be the most updated form as well. So you don't have to worry about whether I'm downloading the latest form that is available from VA. Whatever is available here is the latest form that is available on VA. So this will be a great place where you guys can come in and use these tools. There are a lot of other tools that are also in the process, like downloading your COE eligibility certificate of eligibility for VA home loans. That's in place. There's a place where you will be able to download all the forms that have been all the letters that have been given to you by veterans, so you don't have to dig into your emails. You can find all the letters that have been issued to you by veteran administration all in one place, and you can download it from there as well. So of course we will keep on doing this, and you will keep on receiving as we are approved for all of this, and this goes live on our platform. So I think that's it from my side. I think I have covered everything that we have right now. Also gave you a better idea of what we are envisioning. Now I'd like to open the floor and see if first, if you have any questions about any of these tools, anything that you want to discuss, I'm open to that. If you have any story that you'd like to share, if you have any issues that you'd like to share, both me and Matthew will try to answer that on the call. Uh, Plus, what we need, why we are doing this community town hall or this community forum is basically to get a feedback from you that are we doing the right thing? Are we going in the right direction? Are we handling the issues what you want us to handle? Are we are we in the right direction, right? If we are, that's good. We would love to know that. If we are not, if we are missing something, if you'd like us to do something more in some specific areas where you are facing issues, we are all ears. We would like to listen to it. We will make sure that everything that you bring us to our notice, we'll make sure that we'll find a solution for that. And I'm sure if one veteran has a problem, many of them have, right? So if we solve a problem for you, we solve a problem for a lot of people. And that's the reason we want a little more interaction from you all, a little more feedback. Of course, you can give it now. If you don't want to give it now and want to send us an email, a voice recording, anything, right? You have our email IDs, you have the website, you can contact us through our website as well. So I would like to open the forum, and if anyone has anything to ask, I'm happy to listen to them. Or Matthew, if you want to take up any questions that you might have got in the last week to answer a few of them, so that they know what kind of questions do we get and how do we tackle them.
Yeah, so a lot of the questions that I get when it comes to benefits is insurance, what does all it entails, what all is involved when going through the VA, what benefits. I would say one of the most recent questions I was asked was about education benefits. So if you guys on here didn't know, for like spouses or children, if you haven't used your GI Bill benefits, you can transfer them over to your family members, uh, so that when they go to school, they get a stipend and they can also get benefits while in school. Or if you've recently or already have 100% disability, they can also qualify for, I think it's a chapter 35 education benefits that is very specific to being 100% permanent and total. And you can't be 100% temporary. And that I don't think that has really been explained is there's different types of 100%. So there's 100% temporary where you get a 100% rating, but they're going to reevaluate you in 4 years. And with that 100% rating, you don't get all the benefits that you would get when it comes to 100%. Now you get the health care, you do get the pay, but you don't get the some of the other benefits, like in certain states having exemptions on property tax, having exemption on sales tax. You Those parts of the that you won't be able to use. And then there's 100% permanent and total, uh, and that is where you can still, work on the civilian side while collecting your 100% disability. And then there's also the 100% permanent and total non-working, where you have to live off your 100% and you're not allowed to work on the civilian side but with that benefit, they usually increase the amount of pay a little bit on that, so it'll be a little bit more pay than the traditional 100% permanent total and able to work. But most of the questions I get nowadays is about education benefits or VA healthcare. Um, some of the most of them are also going over if they qualify for VA home loans. So there's different qualifications for that as well. If you're National Guard, you have to have served in National Guard status for at least over 6 years to qualify for a VA home loan. And active duty, it's over 180 days of active service for you to be able to qualify for a VA home loan, which 180 days passes pretty quick. Um, and so those are some of the questions that I get most often is based on VA home loans, education benefits, and just navigating the VA system. I've had certain questions about can I qualify for getting a ramp installed at my house, and that is and it's a good question. If you're 100%, then it's a process and you have to submit some things, but more than likely they'll pay for that reconstruction on the house to get a ramp installed or certain things inside the house to make your life easier. But when it comes to less than 100%, you can still apply because if it's based on your certain disability, you can still qualify for it. So even if you're not 100% and you feel like you need it because your life is harder without it, then definitely still apply for it. Definitely go for it. Um, so those are just some of the recent questions. I get all kinds of different questions. I've talked to veterans face to face. I FaceTime veterans if they need it, and if they email me. Sometimes us veterans we prefer to have a face to face conversation, which I really don't mind having that. We'll just have to schedule it. But I would really like to hear from any of the attendees that are here to see if they have anything to say or maybe something that they might be struggling with navigating the VA system right now, or maybe just a question because there's a few people that aren't veterans that have joined our webinars that are curious about what benefits they qualify for as they're transitioning out as well. Um, and so I'm gonna open the floor for a second for that, and if there aren't any questions or anything, this recording will be posted as our last ones are, and you'll be able to go back through and rewatch if you feel like you missed something. And like Rishav said, you can always reach one of us, and we will get you the help you need as quickly as possible. And yeah, we like to have these conversations, and it looks like we do have a anonymous attendee question that just posted on the Q&A. So I I might have missed it, but can my son receive aid for college housing? I'm 50%. Um, So I have not heard of any kind of assistance when it comes to college housing for 50% disability. But if you still have some GI Bill benefits left, you can transfer them over to them, and that will really help to pay for that housing each month because it'll drop. Uh, GI Bill benefits will drop on the first of every month, and Um, you'll probably have post 9/11 if you were active duty. So depending on how many days of active service you served at 100% benefit, it'll be around a $1,300 to $1,400 check on the first every month that they would get. So, um, but if you don't have uh, GI Bill benefits, if you email me, I will uh, I will try to find out more about if whatever else he might qualify for when it comes to college housing aid at 50%. So please reach out to me so that I can look into that if you don't have GI Bill benefits left.
Uh, Thank you, Matthew, for that. Uh, so while I was doing the presentation, let me take this question to AI Joe and see how we can handle this question through AI Joe, right? And this can be a live demonstration of how this tool can work, whether it is going in the right direction, or it can actually help you or can't help you if there is some improvement that is needed, right? So what I'm going to do is copy this and go back to share my screen to give you the answer, right? Just give me a second. So if you see now, uh, this is what the answer was given by AI Joe. Your son may be eligible for aid for college housing through the Dependents Education Assistant program, which is part of VA's education benefits. Since you are at 50% disabled, your son might qualify for this benefit. I can guide you through the process of applying for this aid. Would you like more information on how to get started? I said just yes. Great. To get started with the Dependents Education Program, you will need to apply to the VA. Your son will need to fill out VA Form 225490, which is the application for veggie permission benefits. You can find this form on VA.org website. Once completed, submit it to VA for processing. If you need any application help with the application process, I have more question. Can you give me more detail on the form and the program? Whoever that user is who has asked this question, if they want to have a counter question, please post that as well. Uh, if you are seeing this, right? Suddenly, the Dependents Education Program provides education and training opportunities to eligible dependents of veterans who are permanently and totally disabled due to a service-related condition. This program can help cover costs such as tuition, housing, books, and supplies. VA2 is the application form for those education benefit. Your son will need to fill out this. The form requires information about his education plans, your service details, so yeah, I mean, it has answered as much as the thing that we need from it. But if you want something else, if you want to ask the counter question, if you want to send a reply to the AI Geo, you can always go on our website, type this question, and just feel free to put your questions forward, and then I think it will help you. Matthew, what do you think? Like, was the answer in the right direction, or is there something that the AI missed out on? Or
So
how do you rate that answer if I ask you?
I mean, it's pretty accurate. The only thing is, DEA benefits are the education benefits that I was talking about, for 100% permanent total disabled. Um, but you could still apply. I
It
don't know
says
if
that
it's
if you see here, it says veterans who are permanently and totally disabled, right? So that I think it understands that, but it's saying that maybe at 50% that there's a chance, right?
yeah, and that's just dependent on the disability that is had from that 50%, and if it is like if it causes a lot of issues with your personal life, professional
Right.
life.
Right.
um but I always tell veterans it never hurts to apply because they're always coming up with new exceptions for these benefits. They're always coming up with uh, new rules and regulations for veterans benefits. So the worst that could happen is they just tell you that you don't qualify. And the best thing that could happen is they email you back and say you do qualify. I've done it myself. If you guys haven't, joined our webinars or been to our website yet, I'm a 100% permanent total disabled vet myself. And I've even applied, even before I got my 100%, I was applying for benefits that I didn't even have service connection disability yet, and I was applying for benefits just to, you never know, and it never hurts to be told, oh yeah, you do qualify for because of your service, or you can't qualify unless you meet these certain requirements. So I would definitely push to say go ahead and apply. In the worst case scenarios, they say no.
Yeah, that's exactly so. That was exactly our point when we were building this AI, Joe. It was not just because there's an AI boom and all of that. The major reason to get this AI, Joe, a lot of times when someone is asking a question to a human, you don't know what current state of mind that human is, right? If he's in a good mood, he will always give you a right answer, like an answer that you want to hear. If he's in a bad mood, even if there's a right answer, he might not give you that right answer. But with AI, you will always get something. So the way that we have built AI, Joe, I think, like I said earlier, it's a specific for veterans. It's built in a compassionate way, and it will, like Matthew said, it never hurts to ask, right? And that's the primary principle behind building AI, Joe. If there's a slightest chance that you can get something right, it will tell you to pursue that, right? If there's a small chance that your disability rating can be increased, it will tell you to pursue that. If there's a small chance that you can get a benefit that you are not getting, it will tell you to pursue that. Plus, a lot of times we just, as humans, it's not possible that we know 100% of everything, right? But we use AI so that it knows 100% of everything, right? So it never that's the whole purpose of building this community, building the AI framework, building these tools, that wherever you are, you think that there's no step forward, please come to our website, talk to AI Joe, talk to our tools, send out an email to us. We do a lot, like we when we respond to the emails, we do a lot of research before we respond to your emails. So we'll make sure that we have done a proper research on whatever your issue is, whatever you are trying to accomplish before replying to you. And you will see, and we have seen that in our very short period of 3 months that we have served the veterans, is that a lot of times people had thought that there was nothing that they can do. But when they moved ahead and then we helped them connect with the right partner, and they were able to achieve. I mean, I was talking to one of our VA home loan partners, I think a couple of days back, and one of the person was like at 504 FICO score, right? I have never heard anyone getting approved for 504 FICO score for a home loan. But I mean, it just depends upon from person to person, from situation to situation, from case to case. He was approved for a home loan on a 504 FICO score. So that's the whole point, right? It never hurts to take a step. It never hurts to take a step forward, right? What is the ultimate thing that you are trying to get? The ultimate thing is trying to ease your life, right? If a small step forward can help you do that, I'm sure you should. I mean, I would suggest that you should do it. It all starts with the right help. It all starts with where you are trying to get that help, and that's the place that we are trying to become. So so that's it from my side. If there are any more questions, I'm happy to take it. Otherwise, we are running over time. Uh, Thank you everyone for attending this webinar. I'm happy to take questions later as well if you have anything. Uh, Matthew, I don't think anyone has a question right now. I'm sure they will all come back later uh, with questions. Uh, and just for a thought, I saw most of our uh, the webinar users going through our tools while I was going through them as well. So they all went ahead
Yes.
on our website and used our tools and all, which is good, right? Okay. that means that I was able to communicate what I tried to do in this webinar. All right, so I will take leave for today. Hopefully, next time we'll have um, just as a go ahead, we might have a guest appearance next time, and we'll have an expert who might be an expert in either VA home loans or a disability claim expert or someone with an education expert, and he will help you and with some more inputs uh, from their experience, right? I think that's
Yeah.
it from my side. Matthew, if you want to leave a closing statement, I hand it over to you.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for joining us. And it was a great for you guys to finally meet our CEO, Rishav, and I think a lot of great information of walking through all those tools. So, as Rishav has stated, please reach out to us if you have questions or if you feel stuck or you don't know which direction that you should be going in. Please reach out to us, and I thank you guys for your time, and I look forward to see you guys on our next webinar.
Thank you.